Hello again, explorers. This month, we're taking an adventure to learn some true stories from the Bible. You know what I like to do for an adventure? I like to go on a safari. Let's pretend we're in the jungle on a safari. What animals would we see? We might see some monkeys, tigers, or alligators. Let's all think of our favorite wild animals and pretend to be that animal at the same time. Ready, set, go! Wow, that was fun. Let's hear a true story that has some animals in it. This story comes from the book of Acts in the Bible. This is Cornelius. He loved God and loved helping people. He was praying to God one day when an angel appeared. The angel thanked Cornelius for all he had done to help God's people, then told him to send some men to a city called Joppa to get a man named Peter and bring him back to his house. Cornelius had no idea why he was supposed to get Peter or what to do once Peter arrived, but he got his servants and told them about the vision. So 3 of Cornelius' servants started the journey to Peter's house. Meanwhile, Peter was praying on the roof of his house when he got hungry. While he was getting his food, he saw a vision that he didn't understand at first. He saw a large white sheet coming down from heaven, and it had all kinds of animals on it. It had cows, pigs, horses, rabbits, lizards, and other reptiles, and birds. He heard a voice tell him to eat the animals, but Peter followed Jewish rules that didn't allow him to eat certain animals because they were considered unclean. He said, "I can't eat the animals that are unclean." Then a voice told Peter not to call things unclean when God made them clean. He saw the sheet raised and lowered from heaven 3 times. He didn't understand what this vision meant. He was still thinking about it when 3 men showed up at his gate and called out for him. God told Peter to go with the men because they were sent by him. The men told Peter that they wanted him to come back with them to Cornelius' house, and they told him what a great guy Cornelius was. Peter let the men stay at his house overnight. Then they all left the next day to go back to Cornelius' house. Normally, Peter, a Jew, and Cornelius, a Gentile, wouldn't hang out with each other because Jews thought Gentiles were unclean. But God wanted to teach everyone something important by having Peter and Cornelius together. When Peter and the servants arrived at Cornelius' house, they saw a large crowd of people there waiting. Cornelius was excited and waiting for Peter to arrive. When he finally saw them, Cornelius fell at Peter's feet. Peter told him to get up. Then they walked inside and Peter talked to all the people there. He told them that he knew it was okay to come spend time with them, even though he was a Jew and they were Gentiles, because God told him not to call anything unclean. He said he finally understood the vision and that God wanted everyone to know that God doesn't have favorites. He loves everyone equally, no matter where they are from or what they look like. God doesn't love anyone more or less than anyone else. Peter talked about the message of Jesus, and all the people there decided to follow Jesus and got baptized. Jesus loves all of us too, no matter who you are or where you live or what you've done. He loves everyone.